Hi again everyone, Scott Player Popcorn Fan here, and in this video, with preparation for the release of The Batman coming out next week, next Friday, I thought I'd review some of the Batman films leading up to it. And this will be part of my Retro Rewind series of reviews, since the one I'm reviewing in this video is a much older film. It came out in 1989, the original Batman, 1989. And this is a movie that I didn't grow up with, but I've seen it quite a few times, and I just rewatched it last night in preparation for this review video. So, what I have to say about Batman 1989 is that I do enjoy it. I appreciate this movie more than I enjoy it, but I do enjoy it. Let me explain, shall I? I really like Jack Nicholson as a Joker. I think if in a way, this movie is more of a Joker film than a Batman film. We're kind of, it focuses a lot more on Joker and Jack Nicholson's character of Jack Napier, and how he's a crime boss, and once he falls into that vat of chemicals, he becomes the Joker, and then with the Batman, I mean, there are a good amount of action scenes in this movie, but they're minimal. And back in 1989, the action scenes can feel a little bit dated compared to like comic book films now. And I think what this movie did back in 1989, it helped Batman be a more serious character. Like, this movie took the character a lot more seriously, because before Batman 89, there was just the Adam West version of Batman, the more comedic iteration of the character from the TV show of the late 60s, and the movie that was made based on the TV show with Adam West. And there was just a much more comedic version of the character. And this movie, Batman 89, directed by Tim Burton, helped take the character a lot more seriously. And if you ask me, I think this is the movie that helped future directors take on a similar approach for the character and the story that they're trying to tell. And I find that really fascinating. And this movie, I think, there's a lot of nostalgia for this generation of Batman fans that grew up with the Tim Burton films. I definitely think that's probably like the thing that people will gravitate towards the most in regards to this movie. And the sequel, Batman Returns, it's a very nostalgic film of the late 80s and early 90s, as well as Returns, and I really enjoy it. It's probably, I think, like the most positive thing I can say about this movie is that the city of Gotham is a character in and of itself, with the sets and just the way the city looks, and the tone and the look. I think Tim Burton, with how stylized a lot of sets are, like set locations and built sets that create this very visual kind of aesthetic to what you see with Tim Burton films, and applying that to the city of Gotham within this movie and Batman Returns, that's easily the most positive thing I can say about Batman 89. And also, like I said, Jack Nicholson as the Joker. I do like Michael Keaton as Batman, but there is a bit of an issue. Going into my negatives, I think this movie suffers a little bit with the story. There's just a lot of moments and a lot of editing choices that could have undermined the story. And as I was saying before, this movie does feel dated at times. And I just think that all style, no substance. That's very true here with this movie. There's no clear goal that the Joker has. He does things, but there's no clear goal that the Joker has. And then also with Batman, with the twist that's explained at the end. This is an older film, so I think it's okay to say some spoilers. But in the ending, when we find out that Jack Napier was the one that killed Thomas and Martha Wayne in the crime alley. That's not a question that we were asking earlier in the film. And then when explained in that twist, it's just not something that really mattered all that much, I guess, in the grand scheme of things within the story. And then, we get to the third act, and throughout the film, or like the second act and the third act, both Joker and Bruce Wayne are kind of taking an interest in Vicky Vale, to put it bluntly, and I just not really. So that's not really something that you would want to. It's just not something it's not executed very well with the way they do that when both Joker and Batman are, interested in the same woman. It's just not. That's not something that it just didn't work for me. But other than that, I enjoy this film. I think it's a film that you can look back and say, oh, it was a really good film, and you enjoy it for the time, but as you watch it as an adult, you notice the flaws a lot more, and it's just clunky with the writing and the story, and also, but one thing that is worth praising is Danny Elfman's theme for this movie. Easily an iconic score, and what's interesting about this movie is that they're bringing back Michael Keaton as Batman for the Flash movie, and also I heard that they're making a Batgirl film for HBO Max, and I heard that Michael Keaton will be in that film as well. So they're bringing back Michael Keaton's version of Batman. So I think it's a perfect time to talk about this older film, and just seeing how far Michael Keaton has come as an actor, and how far the character of Batman has come ever since then, and it's just really fascinating to me, So yeah, my grade for Batman '89 is probably a B. That's my grade for Batman 1989. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.